If you are looking for top quality hi-fi products in the secondhand market, my website should be automatically bookmarked, okay? Because I am constantly bringing in some of the best hi-fi products that money can buy today. I take trade-ins at trading value. If you got a product that you want to sell, shoot me a message. Let me know what you've got. Let's put something together. Let me take your stuff and trade towards a product that you may have interest in. I constantly pick up equipment across the United States from end users that are leaving the hobby, no longer utilizing their sound systems. They got too old to lift any of this stuff, lifting heavy stuff. This is why I hire my friend Carlos now. Carlos is the man in charge to go across the US. He hops on a plane, he goes to your city, he rents a truck, he packs up everything, your speakers, your heavy amplifiers, leaves them ready for pickup so that I send the truck the following day to pick up everything. Once again, this is a service that I don't know of anyone else is providing. I'm the only one that's doing this, okay? So if you just don't want to lift this gear anymore, you want it gone, you're ready to part ways with it, shoot me a message. The email is below right now. It's popping up on the screen, okay? Pause the video, take a screenshot. Shoot me an email, let me know what you've got. Okay, that is the main core of my business, buying and reselling hi-fi products. Okay, so in addition to that, of course, I do review a lot of stuff that I bring in. Now, I don't have a chance to bring everything in here in these rooms and talk about it. It's simply impossible. I mean, go to my page, jaysaudiolab.com right now and see all the equipment that I have there. I have way too many pieces to lug him in here, set him up, give him the proper exposure, the time, my seat time here in this chair to make sure that I properly evaluate these components. I just don't have the time to do that for every single piece of equipment, okay? And so some things are handpicked by me because I have interest in reviewing. For example, I'm gonna go out right now and tell you and disclose that I will be reviewing the Wilson Audio Watt Puppy 50th anniversary. Yes, I picked one up. It should be here, I think, tomorrow. So I'll take delivery of that speaker tomorrow. My intent is to bring it straight into the room. It won't even make it to my storage facility. I'm gonna bring it in here and I'm gonna get it ready for you guys to hear it with the Goldman amplifiers and preamplifiers that I have had here for a few weeks now. So the Martin speakers that you see next to me will be going into the back wall, okay? And they're gonna sit there for some time because obviously I wanna bring a Wilson product. I wanna listen to Wilson audio speakers, and I've always been very curious about this Watt Puppy loudspeaker, the latest great creation from Wilson Audio. And so I want to hear it with my Goldman and then give you guys feedback. Does Wilson Audio sound any good at all with Goldman Electronics? I'm going to answer those questions because many Wilson Audio owners watch me. I know this. And you would love to get my opinion about Goldman Electronics with Wilson Audio components. You're going to get that from me. You're going to get my opinion on these two manufacturers. Do they sound good? Is there synergy? Is there not synergy? That's going to be disclose over the next few weeks. Yes, I am going to show you what I make on a monthly basis through YouTube, okay? And this information is information that I don't have to disclose to any of you watching me. I don't have to give you a reason. I don't have to put out my business out there like that. There's no need for me to do that. I choose to do it. I want to make sure I say that. I choose to put it out there and share with you what I make or what I have made over the last 6 months this year on YouTube with 40,000 subscribers, because the earlier days don't really matter. I had very little subscribership. Today, I have 40,000 subscribers, so I think it's a nice baseline of subscribers for me to disclose what I make on a monthly basis. And many of you are curious personalities. Many of you guys are curious George type of personalities, okay? Many of you love that type of stuff. So I'm gonna entertain your personalities by sharing with you what I make on a monthly basis, okay? And I want you, if you want to take a screenshot, I don't care. Take a screenshot, send it to whoever you want, okay? I'm going to show you what I make on a monthly basis on YouTube. And you are seeing exactly what I have made since February of this year. I'll leave it up so you guys can take a screenshot. I'm going to even articulate what it is. February, I made $487. March, I made $813. April, I made $1,300. Why? Because in April, we had Expona. Remember? Expona took place in April. This is why it boosted up to $1,300. May, $1,059. I had a couple of nice videos in the month of May that helped me get, more substantial income that month. June, you see it. July, $32. If you have any questions, now that you saw what Jay's Audio Lab makes on a monthly basis over the last 6 months on YouTube, any questions? I'm looking at the chat right now to see if you have any sort of curiosity. Is this shocking to you that I only make that kind of money on a monthly basis? Because I know many of you are thinking that, man, Jay, with all the high caliber gear that you're making, that you have here, you should be killing it on YouTube. You should be bringing $30,000 a month on YouTube to afford the stuff you have here. You just saw what I make on YouTube. You just saw what I make. Okay, last month I made enough money to put gas in my big Ram 3500 truck for the month of June. Gas money, oftentimes. Gas money and maintenance. That's the money that YouTube pays me to entertain you guys, to sit here, to edit video, to buy this expensive $4,500 Sony camera. It can't even pay for this camera that you're watching me through right now. That's a $4,500 camera you're watching me through right now. Okay? Doesn't even pay for that. So you understand how this YouTube space really works, because this is something many of you do not understand. There are two different types of personalities on YouTube. There is the YouTubers and influencers. Two different things. YouTubers, influencers, not the same. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that. They are not the same thing. Many of you confuse them. They're not the same thing. A YouTuber is usually someone that does content out of passion, does content because he or she enjoys talking about a specific topic. They don't have oftentimes a structure. They don't even have a very organized content. So they kind of pick up their phone, they go to the park and shoot a dog taking a poop. And then they are in their bathroom shaving their face, and they take a video of that because their face started to bleed. And so they make content like that. Whatever they feel like doing, they show it to the world. Kind of like a day in the life. You understand me? That's more or less, that's what a YouTuber is about. Kind of sharing what the hell is going on throughout the day, regardless of the topic at hand. Doesn't have to be the same thing over and over and over again. Okay? So you don't really care too much about whether you're making enough money or not on YouTube. It's not a factor for you as a YouTuber. It doesn't mean a thing to you, okay? And so that's a YouTuber. Any of you right now watching me can become a YouTuber. It's easy. Grab an iPhone, an Android, shoot content, upload it. You're a YouTuber. That's all it takes. Record a video of your grandparents outside in the patio on a swing set. Put up that video, you're a YouTuber. You just converted yourself to a YouTuber. Many people think that here in the hi-fi industry, a lot of us who make content must be ballers. And the reality is, no. Do you want to know the influencers that really, really make money? None of them exist in this hi-fi industry that we all love. None of them. This industry doesn't pay anything for YouTube videos. If we, as YouTubers or influencers within this hobby, were to rely on paychecks from YouTube to survive, we would be living under a bridge by now. I want to make sure I get that out there. Make sure it's clear in your heads. This industry does not pay, YouTube specifically, does not pay any of us influencers, hi-fi influencers, YouTubers, enough money to survive and provide for our families. Make sure you understand that, okay? It's not enough, guys, not enough. So, brings me to part two. What is an influencer? An influencer is a person that promotes product, promotes a lifestyle, promotes anything that people are interested in buying, anything that people may be interested in selling, right? Their intent is to get out there and talk about a product. In some cases, Some influencers can be very genuine, meaning they do own the car. They do love that car. They actually have a passion for that watch, for that amplifier, for that preamplifier, for that brand. Okay, they actually speak from the heart as an influencer. Some people only influence a product that they truly believe in. They have a passion for that product. If your intent is to make a living, you can't do it off of YouTube videos within this hi-fi industry, because this is the main topic of conversation right here, the hi-fi industry, right? We're talking about what we love. You don't make enough money on YouTube as a hi-fi influencer. That brings me to a topic of conversation that is circling around our industry, which is getting paid to promote product, right? And also the inability oftentimes to tell the truth about a product. Okay, and let me explain to you. I'm gonna use myself and my own experiences, okay? What I'm about to say, strictly coming out of my own mouth, and it's in no way, shape, or form associated with anyone else within the industry. Do you guys remember when I can't remember if it was the Florida Audio Show or Capital Audio or Expona, I can't remember. There was a time in which I wanted to give you my opinion on the best rooms and the not so good rooms, the worst rooms, okay? And you noticed over time, I no longer talk about the worst rooms. I pretty much highlight the rooms that I like the very best. Now, there are several reasons why I did that. One is because of the fact that we have already agreed. Talking negatively doesn't help anyone. So saying that a room sounded bad doesn't help anyone. If anything, it hurts that dealer. So I want to make sure I say that. It hurts that dealer, it hurts those brands, it helps no one. I hear you loud and clear. Very true and fair. However, let's just put that off to the side for a little bit. I said that, it's clear, we know it's not great. But let's put that off to the side. Put it in the closet for now. If I were to embark on saying, I didn't like this room and this is the system because it sounded uninvolving, unemotional, didn't have the soundstage that I like. It's very analytical, very dry, not enough bass. What happens is that dealer, those manufacturers hear that. What happens is those begin to spread on forums. My words, my opinion. Again, my words, my opinion. And the side effects of such opinions are as follows. Those brands no longer want to associate with Jay's Audio Lab. Those manufacturers and dealers grab that video and shoot it over, send it over to other brands, other manufacturers. Did you see what Jay's Audio Lab has done? Do you really want to be in bed with him? We saw your product on his floor. This is what he's going to do to you. He did that to us at that show. Did you not see that? Here's the proof. Here's the video. I don't think that's smart for your business to be associated with him. Now, I'm using myself as an example. I want to make sure I say that. But this happens to other YouTubers and other influencers, not just me. But I want to use myself as an example because I don't want to talk about anybody else. So anyway, that gets passed around, and now I have converted myself into the black sheep of the industry for talking negatively, for saying the things that I felt in my heart and voicing that to you guys. So now think about what I'm up against. YouTube is not paying me enough, as you guys just saw, not getting enough money every month. I just burned bridges by saying that room didn't sound good. All those products didn't sound great. I found it X, Y, and Z. So now I just influence everyone, okay? So now I burn bridges and I'm not making money on YouTube. So how am I supposed to make a living now? How am I supposed to continue to conduct business, making $500 a month? If you have a smart idea, I'm reading the comments right now. Give me a very smart idea on how to make money. And I'm gonna go to that part on how I make money in a minute. But if you have, up to this point, with this conversation that I'm having with you, up to this point, tell me in the comment section, given the fact that YouTube is not paying and a YouTuber or influencer telling the truth about products, 100% from the heart, and burning bridges in doing so, how is that YouTuber supposed to make any money to continue to carry on, to entertain you guys, to buy these cameras, to buy this equipment, build their rooms? I'm looking at the comments right now. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait for you guys. Give me an idea. Give me an idea. How? Go on. I'll sit here all day waiting for you guys to give me a very clean and clear path to making money, given the two things I just said to you guys. YouTube not paying enough, and me or anybody else telling the truth about a product and why it was disliked, and how all the side effects and the domino effect that causes for you as an influencer and YouTuber. Don't see any comments. Why? Why don't I see any comments? Because there is not one. Because there is no way of making any money. Because you can't make a living. You can't. None of you watching, 105 of you watching right now, would send me a paycheck, to tell the truth. Would all 100 of you send me a paycheck? Or another influencer of your choice? I'm using myself as an example. I'm talking about whoever else you believe in, whoever it is. Whether it's Darko, whether it's OCD Mikey, whether it's Aaron's Audio Corner, whether it is, GR Research, whoever you follow, forget about me. Are you all sending a paycheck to continue to allow us to tell the truth? Are you sending $150 a month to $200 a month, each one of you? No, right? You're not doing that. You're not doing that, right? Not gonna do it. So how do we make money? Since I haven't seen exactly, crickets, it's all I've seen, crickets, zero, none of you have a clue. None of you have a clue. And if I'm coming off aggressive, it's because I got a lot on my chest. I need to get a lot of stuff off my chest today. None of you have a clue, right? Crickets. Okay. So now that we have cleared that up, and I presented to you guys, okay, facts, giving you the truth, the ins and outs of how this works. And not just for hi-fi. This goes for any industry. Any industry. As a matter of fact, this Sony camera that I'm using, I bought it because I was influenced by a YouTuber within the camera world, okay, who told me why this camera would be the better camera for my use case. This is a Sony A7R Mark VI, 67 megapixel camera. He recommended it because I show a lot of hi-fi gear and we need a lot of resolution to display these products. Okay, so I bought 3 lenses because he recommended them. Okay, so he told me, by the way, that he was already banned at one of the Sony events in New York because he told the truth about a Sony camera that he disliked, and he made a video about this on his channel, on his own channel. He did not get an invite to be part of the new camera that Sony is set to release this month here in New York. He told me I didn't get a private invite because of that, because of a video I made about 6 months ago. So it happens throughout all industries, not just hi-fi. So I'm not gonna just say it's this industry only. It happens across the board. Folks, it happens in the car industry with car reviewers. It happens, I'm sure, in the watch industry. It happens everywhere.